What's up?
What up, everybody?
So I have to apologize to our guest and Amanda Patrick because she actually didn't make the intro, and we got to talking. I forgot to actually upload Steven's intro, but anyway, but we had the regular one that she created for us. So
thank God we got that. You can't hear us. I don't know if it's because you're in the back room or what.
I don't know. He's in the back room or the bathroom. Oh,
what up, Mark?
Anyway,
Bruce. We gotta get Bruce on the show one day. I tried to get him on during the listeners' appreciation show, but he wouldn't. He didn't take the invite.
Yeah. So y'all, we're just on the Ginger Bros tonight, Facebook and YouTube.
I don't know what he's doing.
All I see is his mouth and his beard.
I know. He's picking his
teeth. Oh God.
It's gonna be an interesting show.
Yeah. So we're just gonna dive into it. So we got a great guest on tonight. He is started out as a tech and has moved into a new career and is now a rookie. So it's kind of like the TV show The Rookie, which I love.
I love that show too, man.
So
I can't wait for that. That's one of the
he's like
he's
like the oldest rookie, I would say, for Anson. but it's Let's just go ahead and welcome Mr. Steven Dike, the FVD Rookie.
Rookie
up,
FVD. Brother? You're muted.
You're muted.
You're muted. I'm muted.
Yeah.
What'd you do? There you go. Oh, there you go.
Hey, there we go.
Perfect. Like we talked for 30.
Calling me old.
We talked for 30 minutes for the show with no issues. And as soon as we go on, he's like, I can't hear my phone.
I can't hear you.
Put your hearing aids in.
He took his contacts out. Now he can't see us. So
yeah, I can't see.
Can't see. Can't hear.
Man, Brandon must not be. Your contacts must be wore out.
No, I took them off took them out right before the show. I don't take them out every night like I should, and I'll wear them for a couple of weeks and throw them suckers away. And yeah,
Bruce said, "Watch the old comment."
Crusty?
Do what?
Your eyes aren't crusty?
No, mine don't. I've been doing that since I was 16.
I couldn't even put eye drops in my eye, let alone
I
sticking a finger in my eyeball.
I don't mind wearing glasses. It's just like here, the humidity's so bad that if I go out there, it just fogs up. I can't see nothing.
I need to get some glasses.
It's hot in Texas, I tell you that. I got Shrek in my underwear arguing with my balls over whose swamp it
is. Jesus Christ.
Oh, man.
Wouldn't expect nothing less from Mr. Steven Dike.
Yep.
I shall practice my curtsy.
Do you go by Steve or Steven?
I don't care.
Whatever.
It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I didn't know. I don't know.
I don't know. They asked me that at Anson, and I'm like, I really don't care. But for some reason, when Craig calls me Steven, it's more endearing. And usually, if it's Steve, I've done jack something up.
See, mine's the opposite. When I get called my nickname, I'm good. When I get called my full names, when shit's getting real.
Oh yeah, if Mimi calls me Stephen Anthony, I'm out. I'm rolling out.
Yep. When I hear my first name, yep.
Yeah.
So anyway, which is usually dumbass.
That's not on my birth certificate.
Son, it is too. So yeah, glad to have you on here, brother. I know you're in a hotel room right now, and so
no blood on the pillows, hopefully.
No, just
I'm telling you,
that's why it's red.
Oh yeah, it was bad. Oh yeah, no, it was bad. I stayed in this murder shack right next to a QT. I thought it would be nice. I had a couple slices of pizza, and I rolled back the pillow, and there was like this red dot on it, like somebody got snuffed. Nope. I didn't even take off my shoes, but I was too cheap. I didn't want to go and tell Christina, oh yeah, I got to go find another hotel. Yeah, they're going to charge us anyway. I went, nope.
Look, when I traveled managing disaster work, long time ago, I was a safety manager for most of it. And when I went out on a regular job, most of the time it was government stuff. But when I'm the safety manager for the company on that site, the workers and all that, they'll stay in the cheapest hotel there is. They get per diem and stuff. My head safety guy's like, my safety guys don't stay in junk holes like that. You go to La Quinta Inn.
La Quinta. Ooh, balling out of control.
Hey, but it was always better than the crap holes that they stayed in. And
right.
They'd be so jealous. And I'm like, I'm sorry, that's what they said.
Well, it's hit or miss whether you could stay at a really nice La Quinta or a really bad Holiday Inn because it's all franchised. You never there's no uniformity on some of these things.
Andy Ray said hello to you and then said, "How's that dog doing?" I don't know if he's talking to you or Brandon.
Oh, Andy Ray, yeah, I bought my my Mastiff from him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Bella, and she's amazing. She is.
How old is she now?
She is 6. Ooh. And yeah, she's amazing. She is. She's my little spoon. I lay down and she lays her fat right into mine, and we're just watching a Hallmark movie.
Man, them dogs have a big head.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Are y'all like the people that match like you and the dog?
Everybody says the dogs and the owners look alike. And stuff.
Yeah. You see, I got a little drool.
Yeah,
Brandon, you and Ace don't look nothing like.
No, we don't. No.
And we just rescued another one. He was our neighbor's dog, and his name's Gus. I was like, no, we ain't getting another mouth to feed, and I'm not doing this. And well, his name's Gus. And he's a blue heeler, and he's cool.
You want another one? I got another one for you. Her name's Karma. She's a bitch. She lives up to her name every day.
Wow.
Yeah, we named her, and we pinned that one right on the head with her. Well, let's give a little bit in your background. How'd you get into this wonderful industry and all that good jazz?
Back in the late 90s, I met a guy that owned a glass company, and I started.
I was graduating high school.
Me too.
What he said?
He's graduating high school. I was a sophomore in the late 90s.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Steven.
Oh, this just got rough. Okay. Late 90s, I started with the Wiz. I started doing a rock chip repair. That's either this is the sign for rock chip repair or something.
Hey, you got
I'm up into this guy named Brian Coleman, him and his brother Chris at these lots in St. Louis, and finally I was like, you know what? There's a lot more sheet metal on a car than one windshield, so they got me into the Wiz, and I stayed there until 2011, and parted ways, went on, started my own company, and then just kept doing. I did retail, did wholesale, did auction, did hail, did kind of did a little bit of everything, and at this little time in life when I decided to switch, I kind of hit everything. I mean, if you look at it, every one of us want to be a Matt Moore and have some empire.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a fantastic guy and he deserves it. He works his butt off and he's a great guy. But I wasn't going to start over again. I went to Texas to start with my best friend, and we were well on our way. But once I decided to move to Texas to take care of my mother-in-law with her dementia, it just was a no-brainer. I'm not starting over. And I was prepared to work at Buc-ee's. I said, I'm done. I'm not going to start over. There's too many dent guys, and I don't want to travel all the time. Now, I'm doing this because of the necessity, and I'm the new guy. But eventually, I'll be local, and we're going to start working on some programs down there, and with Anson. And
sweet.
Yeah, and it was really organic the way it happened when I went down there, and they just kind of adopted me into the family, and it's couldn't ask for a better situation.
No, you can't ask for better people at the whole Anson crew. Like, we always speak highly of, we love them to death. So
and in the transition of when I was going to, when Lisa was packing up the house and I was working, I was going to stay at an extended stay, and Craig and Lisa they said, no, just stay with us. So I stayed with them, and they included me just like I was with one of their kids, hey, for dinner, here you are, you can have, they included me and we go out to a restaurant at lunch, and me and Vince and Christine and everybody. And it's like it's a free for all, like a family just sitting there. Oh, you want some of this? Okay, I'll pull it off your plate, and I'll pull this, and I'll hand this over, and it doesn't matter who's got what. It's just it's just a really
big family.
Yeah, it's a great feeling.
James said dementia is the worst. Yeah, it's hard to watch somebody, go down with dementia and everything with their mind.
Yeah, it is. And and I don't know what it is, but I've always had a really good connection with my mother-in-law. When she's had some episodes in the past, I've been able to kind of calm her down, and I don't know what it is, but thank God. And when I went and did a hailstorm, and then when I came back, I wanted to pass through and surprise him, and I went and had a visit with him. And she hugs me, and she says, if I don't remember you next time, I'm sorry. I love you. And she kind of sees it coming. And I told my wife, I said, I'm done. And I had to break the news to my partner, and we went for a trip and visited her mom. And while we were there, we visited Anson, and it just all really happened organically.
James said, you sound like the best son-in-law ever. Your mother-in-law actually likes you.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law likes me. She thought I was an asshole at first until she figured out I'm just blunt. Like, I don't hold anything. She's like, okay, I get it now.
The
she
good
told
thing
Amanda,
about
she's
the
like,
dementia
right
is when
where
I
you stand.
screw up, she doesn't remember.
This is true.
That's good. Yeah.
I'm curious, back in the 90s, who trained you at Dent Wizard?
You like saying back in the 90s. Back when you were in diapers?
Pretty much.
Yeah. I had Dave Chrisman.
Me too.
Mike Seawald was a fantastic. Because he would work late. He wasn't my trainer, but he would come in and work late, and he would impart knowledge with me. And he and Ted Taggetoff and Tim White and there was another guy. I forget his name. He had a funky tooth, but I don't remember his name.
Is it Dave Sanders?
No, Dave Sanders and I. Yeah, he worked with me a lot. He didn't have a funky tooth. No,
I don't know.
No, he and I partnered on the 01 storm. He took me under his wing and showed me a lot, man. I actually mastered out of basic from Dent Wizard like 10 months out.
Nice.
But he worked with me, and that was all credit to those guys. I was at the retail store, and those guys showed me all kinds of stuff. I mean,
that's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was amazing.
How many times did Dave Chrisman? How many times did Chrisman fart on your head when he was training you?
You could hear him across. Well, when you probably went through the new facility.
Yeah, probably over there by the auction.
Yeah, I was in back in the old day when they had the wagon wheels still, and I went to the South Hanley facility.
Okay. I had Chrisman and Rob Cason as trainers, but Chrisman, like every time I spent over working on a door, you come up and fart on my damn head. That was his thing. I was like, come on, dude. Just wonder I didn't get pink eye.
That's what I do to my kids. So.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yep.
James said that was Timmy the Tooth. The guy with the tooth,
Yeah.
Timmy.
He's James asked him where the previous training facility was.
It was off of South Hanley in St. Louis. It was Manchester and South Hanley. It was an old blue building. It was one of the original ones. They had these, and where we would train. The guy I worked for, I was franchised, so it was annexed right off of that building. And all the guys were upstairs in big plate glass windows, and they could look down and watch us all asses and elbows working.
Yeah. Did you have to ride your dinosaur to training?
Absolutely. That's why I got that. The Genzilla logo was the
So
thing.
how old were you when you started?
27, 28.
Okay.
In the late 90s. Oh my God. You
are
old, dude.
This is a Steve Dike roast. You didn't know that?
I
told you are the oldest FVD rookie.
We'll try to find something to say.
You say that
sweet about
today. It's funny because you go from this, as you know, this. You know what you're doing. You're running a business. Like I can grab those tools and I know what to do, but then you're trying to check somebody out and you're like, "What'd you call this Dumaflagy?" You're trying to figure out how to put it in the system and ring them up and just, and you're trying to speak Portuguese and Russian.
Everything's carbon tech.
Yeah. Carbon tech.
Hold on, let me get my marker. It's carbon tape now.
Draw some hash marks on it. You can have it. Hash marks on my underwear. I told my kids, I said, leave your mark on this world, even if it's just a skid mark.
Look, there's your.
Hey, Biggs.
There he is.
That's
Short
my
bus
guy.
Steve.
He's been
Be careful, Biggs.
supportive.
You might get kicked off. You might get kicked off Facebook for saying short bus Steve.
I was fully prepared to never log into Facebook again. But
Andy was like, he got kicked off. You think he can still get? I was like, he should be able to. I mean,
yeah, I didn't know. We ain't had that issue before. You've been the only bad person we've had on.
I don't get into it with anybody, man. I don't argue with anybody. You tell me 2 and 2 is 5. I'm like, hell yeah, you got to carry the one, dude.
Slow bus Steve.
Slow bus Steve.
Slow bus Steve.
Oh,
The micro Greyhound.
Like I said before the show, Biggs don't play around, man. He came in Friday, told us a bunch of stuff. He's like, all right, I'm out. Well, I'll let you.
Yeah, Andy's a little sore at you, Biggs.
Must be nice.
Biggs is a hustler. I respect the hustle. He wouldn't even stay in Dixon. He went to Waverly to stay. I was like, Waverly?
What?
Yeah.
Tell them don't stay there.
It floods there.
Yeah, floods there. Don't
stay in Murder Shack, Kansas.
Come on. Oh, God.
Don't stay where?
In Murder Shack, Kansas with the red dot.
Don't stay by the QT. Never.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of what hotel are you staying in?
She's like, eat a real meal, Steven, and stay in a real hotel. I'm like, I don't know. I thought for sure I was going to wake up in the bathtub with my kidneys missing. It was bad.
Where are you staying at tonight?
Holiday Inn.
Sweet.
That's big.
Hotel
place.
motel.
On his way to Somerset, Kentucky. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all go all over the place.
I got behind a couple of Kentucky vehicles down at the beach last week, and boy, they're a bunch of assholes.
Terrible. Yeah.
Dude.
Pretty much.
I'm like, Anyway, every one of them that pissed me off driving, they passed, and there was Kentucky on the back.
We say that about Alabama here.
Yeah, I do too, though.
I mean, y'all can't figure out a damn bridge. How big you got to be going to a bridge in Alabama? That Bankhead or whatever.
Oh, tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, look, he was in Indianapolis this morning.
Whew. He'll be in South Florida tomorrow.
There's a lot of miles on them hemorrhoids. You know what's funny?
Right until it bursts.
You know what's funny is when I get to send stuff to my buddies, Lisa Dike, drive in BR, you'll all be cussing immediately. Yeah, people in Baton Rouge are pretty rude.
Oh, not just Baton Rouge, New Orleans. Lived there for 2 years.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah. Oh, New Orleans is actually worse. It really is.
Yeah.
Except you have that faint smell of puke and urine all the time.
And you're hit, and you know the roads are just horrible.
James said you could be running drugs while you run tools, and nobody will ever know. It make a good living.
The mule. The mule. That's what. If they kick me off, I'll change it to the mule.
That's hilarious.
I'll have my picture on like with Juan Valdez. They're just coffee beans, boss. We pack our tools with coffee beans.
So you're in Oklahoma City right now.
I am.
How long have you been
there? Yesterday and today, and I was in Lawton the day before. I'll probably be here, and then I'm going to run up to St. Louis, and then probably come back here. I'm kind of figuring out when they're getting more guys in and run back and forth. What are you two knuckleheads laughing at?
What Big said.
He said Clinton is the mule, Steve is an ass.
Got him.
I keep looking off, and I'm not reading all the comments. And I look over, and I'm like, oh my God, Brandon had an edible.
No,
I know you're a slow reader, so I'll leave it up there for a minute.
Slow. I'm stationary, man.
I'll start laughing when they're on the side before we put them up there. But
yeah, because we can see them before we pull it up here. So I'm the one. I got to click it to put it up on the screen. So that way we
Sharing
can.
the load.
He says, "Set me up, and I'll knock them out."
Yeah. Hey, Biggs, will you tell him my stuff works better off of my van?
Biggs, by the way, I forgot to get a never loose from you the other day. I'm mad. I can't use my light yet until I get my never loose. I ordered it off the app today, so kind of curious to see what pack of glue I get this month.
I've had to order everything off the app because nobody comes and sees me.
Yeah, that's
I've had
terrible.
a great hell season. I mean, sorry, no hell season here.
You can say it all you want to right now. I've made millions, and you won't get no help.
You just wait till they got me back in shipping. If I go and help out in shipping, like Corey Pope, I put on his box, I put bulk hemorrhoid cream. The lady picked up a box for Fetty, and she's like, I put on there, I love Gene Fetty. And she's like, who's Gene Fetty, and why do we love him? And then a couple days later, I get a text from Melissa, and she's like, is this you? I went, no. Some sweaty Texas broad. Why?
Some lady. I don't know who she is.
So I go in today, and I was, you just trying to drum up, who needs what. And I go in, and I didn't realize these guys weren't speaking English. And I walk in, and I'm like, you know what? I might as well just make them laugh. I'm like, hey, you guys, who ordered the plus size stripper? And these guys, none of them are speaking it. You got Spanish and 2 Portuguese, huh? So then I go to Google Translate, and they're like, huh? I'm like, none of the humor translated over. I'm like,
just keep you a dry erase board on there and start doing like Pictionary.
Yeah.
Steven didn't have my personal number and called yesterday. Called the shop line. He's like, Ray answers. He's like, hey, I got a bulk stock of hemorrhoid cream for. Ray's like, all right.
Okay, ship it here.
When you see Dent Repair LLC, I always forget that's Anson. I'm like, I don't know. Here, Ray, answer. Like somebody wants some work. Oh, wait, that's not happening this year. Nobody wants work.
Yeah. I did learn today, this afternoon, that I was telling them about the Lone Star Anson tabs that are, they're pulling and not breaking, those ones that are pulling the Porsche aluminum that Hudson did a thing on. And and I was like, these are powerful. These are strong. I said, how do you say that? And they told me, and the word is dildo. I'm not joking. Portuguese. I'm like, yeah, you want these? Dildo. Yeah.
I can't wait to say it.
I sold 4 packs to them. I'm selling dildos across the country to all these poor guys.
Oh, goodness.
That's how we really fix dents, according to
TikTok.
Now, which tabs are those?
The Texas shape.
Oh, the Texas shape tab?
No. The Anson Lone Star. Well, that was one of the things, but no, the Lone Star tabs. It's this super secret. I'll be put on a hit list if I tell you plastic or whatever it is.
Well, I mean, I don't care what it's made out of.
I'm just joking. I'm just dragging it out longer and longer.
Which one is it?
Listen, we got to eat up some time on this damn episode.
No, we're good.
It'll go faster than you think.
Yeah.
I can click the end button quick.
And that was Dike.
No,
it was it's the Lone Star tabs. The Lone Star tabs we have. It's they're pulling like freight trains, and they're not breaking.
Hey, Vinny D or anybody from Ed Hanson right now watching, just go ahead and throw them in my order for my never lose.
Well, when I come through, I'm certainly gonna come through and see Andy. I mean, nobody's gonna see Brandon, but I'll come by and see Andy.
Yeah, come on with it.
Have those on the truck.
Sweet.
Like I said, I have to wait until usually January now. This time February before I get to see anybody. But
the problem is, Big's got all my money, so you'll just get I'll buy a bag of tabs from you and be like, thanks, we'll see you later.
they only want to come. They only want to come by here right at the MT, and I'm like, I ain't got no money. What you talking about?
I'm about to go spend all this on everything.
Good.
Whoa, easy, killer.
Oh Lordy.
Well, Steven was talking about doing the show, like walking to the bathroom with his ass hanging out during the show and everything. What's up with you van drivers wanting to be nude in public?
I don't know about nude in public, but my balls are a swamp right now.
Oh, you coming back through? Sweet. I wish I'd known. Well, cancel my Anson order and I'll buy my freaking never loose from you. We'll just make this work one way or another. drop it off. We're good. Lisa said they're not right. Is that your wife?
Yeah.
Never heard of her.
Like, yeah.
I don't know. She looked hot though. I had onions. Can you smell it? No.
I'll do it, Biggs. Who do I call, Biggs?
Yeah, I don't have to call
Ghostbusters.
Because that would be nice to get. Well, it's probably already shipped, knowing how quick Anson is when you order off the app.
You're not joking. Christina works us harder than ugly strippers, man. She's like, you get them orders out, boy.
Main number. You act like I know this. Like, all right, cool. It's on speed dial. Click it over. Brandon, you getting splinters out of your hand still?
Dude, they're killing me. I don't know what the hell it is.
Those aren't splinters. Those are metal shavings, bud.
No, it's splinters because this desk is starting to. Yeah. Anyway.
Pinocchio was in there earlier.
Pinocchio was.
He's making that extra credit.
No, I was actually looking up the Kiko app. I mean, the Kiko, the Anson app to see if y'all were starting to carry the new Reaper tabs on there.
Those are nice. Brandon
Yes.
put a post up about them today, and I fully agree with you, Brandon. Like, they're not the same pull as the purple ones. The purple get the pit out, but the gold get the bulk out a little bit better. So yeah,
I know Anson will probably end up carrying it here very soon. But
yeah, I think me and Biggs were talking about it's going to be. It shouldn't be long. You know how quick they get stuff.
I won't mention stuff until I use it, so I put them through the ringer the past couple of days, and so I got to get some of the Lone Star ones though.
I tell you what, too, if you got the Hells Angels, I do a lot of the Silverados for U-Haul. That curve, like you can't hardly get a tool to curve around that on that bedside. Man, that thing will get right around it and push it out, no problem.
I've ended up using them on several areas I didn't think that I would. And lately, so. That
bend in them, something about that bend, and then the tip of them just pushes real clean. So. Sorry, Steve. You didn't know you was on an episode of PDR Tool Time right now.
I'm good. Yeah. What's the next big thing?
Cold glue now.
This is the game changer. This is the next big thing.
Sergio.
There's only so many times you can hear that.
Yeah.
Well, I made a new knockdown today. So that's going to be the next big thing. I call it the drumstick. That's the newest knockdown. So
it is harder than you think. I mean, there's a couple ideas I brought to Craig. I think he's found some merit in, and I think there's some things that we're going to move forward with, and there's some things that he's just like, no, boy, thanks for the idea. Go do something else with your time. And it's hard because sometimes you're just putting socks on a rooster. It's just it's hard to tell which one you want. Which idea is going to pan out.
Yeah, that's what's beneficial. Like, Vince coming over from his shop to come, working for Anson, being a PDR tech. Of course, Craig's PDR tech. So all the guys that get in there that's had experience with it. Yeah, Christina. Everybody's had experience with PDR, like being able to share ideas and come up with some, some new stuff. So we love it.
I know, James.
Drumstick.
I'm all over it, buddy.
I call it the strum dick. Woo!
We got Tim Green on, Jack's on now.
Bucknell?
Yep. Your boy Jack.
He
said Vidine. You're mad at Vidine, right? You want to tell
That's right. He took my concubine. Bucknell.
They were on last night. Like, I woke up this morning to 5 hours ago. Dent Nerds were live. I was like, God dang.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're still young. You don't need 40 hours of sleep. Yeah, there's my boy.
We all love Jack. It's hard not to love Jack.
How do you not love Jack?
Me and him's on an 81-day snap streak right now. Like, it's the longest ever.
Oh, my God. You sound like my daughters.
Hey, we snap streaking it up.
My kids, the whole vacation, are like, oh, it's Be Real time.
Be Real.
Like,
I tried that. I didn't like it.
Yeah, well,
be real or be real?
Roll? Be real. Like REEL.
I got you.
For the win.
But it like lets you know. It only lets you do it one time a day, but it like does a picture on both cameras.
It takes your forward facing and your rear facing camera and does like a picture. Like that's the new thing. There you go. Jack, show you what's up.
Yeah, it's the new app called Faceback.
Hey, Vinny, you're on. Cancel my order so I can buy some stuff from Biggs again tomorrow.
Yeah, they got Vince. He sleeps all the time at the office. They got a hammock out back.
Oh, goodness.
Well, we made it halfway through the show and ain't even began to talk about what you'd like to do outside of the industry.
It's always the second half of the show.
Well, let's face it, boys.
So we see the you know who you said the hottie Lisa Dike has been on here. So
Yeah.
we're guessing that's your
We know
wife.
somebody married you.
I did. I made her a dyke.
That's pretty good.
How many times have you said that line?
Well, you know, when my daughter was born, I told her she was working because she had to push this head out of her little body. And because my daughter's built like me. And I said, listen, if you fall asleep, because she was, you know, like it was like some big challenge. And she was falling asleep. And so I said, listen, if you fall asleep before you meet her, I'm going to name her Ima.
I'm a dyke.
Oh, God. Bless her heart. I'm glad she didn't fall asleep.
Oh, man.
She did. She's a trooper. She's tough. She's seen me naked and she's still around to tell about it.
Oh, well,
16
happy
years
early
married Friday.
16 years married, almost 20 years together. You
Yeah,
never
happy
had
early
it so good,
anniversary.
baby.
Does she enjoy it when you got to go out on the road out of town? She's like, oh God.
No,
God.
we really do enjoy each other still.
That's awesome.
I mean, yeah, we
Name
really
is
do.
Caitlin.
We love being
Awesome.
together. We love hanging out and just we really do still. It's still newlywed stuff, you know.
That's
I'd imagine. I mean, there's always something to, you know. I think too. Also, like we were talking earlier before the show, is you know, when I came to Christ, is it just breathed even more life into our relationship.
Yeah.
Jack said you're hilarious. I won't say the other part because we're just talking about Christ, and it's like I'll put that up immediately. It's like,
Well, you know, I don't fit inside that Christian box, you know.
right.
You do though. I mean, you know.
Well, I'm saying for a lot of people who are churchy, I'm not religious. I am Christ driven. You know, I love on people, and my thing is, I'm gonna make you laugh, and I'm gonna make you, you know, forget about your troubles, and I'm gonna make you feel loved. And after that,
I'm gonna make
you're probably gonna scratch your head and go, "What the hell is wrong with that guy?"
Well, you know, once I realized that all of them that I felt are like, you know, perfect, that they're not perfect, you know, then I'm just myself.
Yeah, the people.
I'm just myself now. So, you know,
that's a big thing. We at where I used to go is Graceworks, and my pastor would always say, he's like, "Yeah, we don't shoot on anybody. Don't shoot all over people. Don't tell them what they should be doing. You know, just live your life, love them. That's it. Be done.
That's it." Yeah, it's funny for the show. You're like, Brandon, I know you're Christian. Andy, I don't know about you. You're like, hey,
I don't know. I'm not going to put that on you, Ricky Bobby.
We're corrupted Steve and his Christ-like vocabulary over at Anson.
No, Steve has that's why I don't watch some of those movies, because I have a high proclivity to cuss like a sailor because I grew up around sailors.
I mean, my dad's a little short German that has no fuse whatsoever. It's just always going off all the time. So
I blame mine on the Marine Corps.
Cap. I'm German.
I'm not. I just took his name. So I'm
Marine Corps taught me how to cuss. They tell me all kinds of cool new words. Straight in boot camp.
Anyway. So how
you got your daughter Caitlin?
Yeah,
I do.
Is that your only child?
Nope. I have another one, Luna. She's in college. She's 21. She's from my first marriage.
Okay.
She's doing fantastic.
She a senior, or
she is going to go into her final year of college.
What's her major?
It's changed all over the place. It's going to be something. It's going to be something with people. I mean, she's great with people. She works her butt off, and she's phenomenal.
Awesome.
Yeah, she wanted to go into marketing, but there was too much analytics. She wanted to go into so she thought about customer relations and wanted to do something like that because she is more of a people person, people driven, business and art.
Perfect. And then Caitlin, she doing good in school. What grade she in?
Caitlin is amazing. I could not be more blessed with a more wonderful kid. Just a great heart. She is going to be homeschooling for the first time, and she's like me. When you have something in front of you that you're supposed to do, you just go fast and hard, and try to get it done. Prioritizing, and so she's wanted to homeschool. She came home one day and she's like, listen, she brought up this whole presentation. She's like, I don't want to go to school anymore. I'm like, oh God, what happened? It's just the debauchery with these kids.
Yeah.
Like, they're trading. I mean, they're like 6th and 7th grade trading pictures of themselves, like not right pictures. Like we would trade baseball cards when we were kids.
Yeah.
And she's like, and my kids, my friends, they're wanting to drink and smoke pot and have sex. And she goes, I don't want to be around it. I said, okay. And if I can protect her, I will.
What grade? Yeah, sure. What grade is would she be in if she was?
She'll be in 7th.
7th.
Okay.
Gosh,
yeah. So
my youngest will be 6th grade. Yeah, I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she's going to homeschool, and she has this whole. She's very driven. She wants to graduate high school early, and by the time she graduates high school, she wants to have her.
Thank God Lisa's on here. She's getting you corrected all the way.
Is her name Caitlin?
She just finished 7th. Is her name Caitlin? Yeah. What's her name, Mama?
Yeah. Been out in this heat all day, woman. But she wants to have her 2-year associate's degree by the time she graduates high school too.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, you can. What is that? A dual enrollment? Yeah, Natalie. I think Natalie's on honors right now, but I think she's going to move more towards that.
It's hard to do you got to really work hard for to be able to have enough to do your associates.
Yeah,
because most of them, like my kids, do it. They'll have basically enough credits to that freshman year get rid of all your basics. So when you will start classes in basically what you're wanting to major in, but you can those who are smart really want to push themselves. Yeah, especially homeschooling, man. That'll what I've heard. I mean, she ought to be able to knock it out a lot sooner.
Well, I don't want her to be one of those weird homeschool kids. So I think bullying is part of that. So when she's walking through with her books, I'll just slap them out of her hands and call her a nerd. Get bit, Dike.
Oh, man.
Roll on.
Oh gosh, I hope she ain't watching this.
Yeah,
she fires back. She was in the. She was. This is my baby. This is her humor. She's in the other room, and she rips this big old fart, and I'm like, I look over, I'm like, oh my God, and yeah, you showered pretty quick.
Yeah, I don't think he did. He had a horse shower.
He didn't wash his ass. So she rips one. And my wife, she goes, was that a fart? And without skipping a beat, Caitlin goes, yeah, most of it.
That's awesome.
Oh,
like,
God.
what?
Has either of your daughters tried to do any PDR? You got them out trying to work on any dance or anything?
No. Lisa tried. She didn't like it. I tried to get her involved in it because I thought, oh, that'd be great, but she did interior repair and she did rock chips and pinstriping and stuff like that. And we met on a car lot.
Nice.
And she saw me in my designer jeans and she was like, what you say?
Do you have your hoochie shorts on?
Yeah, I did.
How big? What's that PP do?
What that PP do? Do about it. All you want.
Mine is very clean for the most part.
Oh, man.
He had most of a fart too. Now, the reason I was asking my daughter, she came up here last week, Natalie, and I had a roof that had a glue pull as a panoramic sunroof. So I was like, oh, "You want to try it?" I was like, "Yeah." Man, she worked on that thing all day. I give her that, and I finally went back here a little bit after lunch. I was like, "Hey, just let me know if you want to, give up on it, be done with it or whatever. I'll take over." She kept pushing for about another hour. She's like, "All right, I think I'm done." I was like, "Now you understand why Daddy's so tired, right?" She's like, "Yeah, I get it."
Yeah. Work like that, you can go to Eagle Dent Repair and.
Reed did good. He did good on that one roof, but he was like that too. By the end of the day, he was wore out from standing all day on a, either a
bench or something.
A bench all the way up or at a slant.
Yeah,
it was too tall for the car, the little SUV. So I was like, "Here, slant it down and kind of walk up it." But
right.
Yeah,
that'll wear you out.
Now I got to do this crap every single day.
Exactly.
Because you guys like air conditioning and food every day.
That's it.
Yeah, but they don't care.
That's all right. I got air conditioning in the shop, so I'm good. I'm working in my air conditioner while they enjoy their air conditioner.
Yeah, neither one of the girls, and Lisa tried, but then that's not her thing either. But she did get pretty fast at headliners.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I was during a storm when I was in Creve Coeur, Missouri.
She just taco them. It's just like, I got this.
Actually, we were working. I don't know if you got. Well, no, of course you're not old enough. But these old Mercedes, you had to like almost just all your body weight. You had to pull. They were spring-loaded rear view mirrors, and you had to you thought you were breaking the windshield when you were pulling them down. And she was getting them. She was doing them. She did a good job.
What about the 04 Tauruses with the headliner glued into the?
Oh, I wouldn't know. I'd hire out that to Lisa. Go ahead and get that
scrub. So what are you and Lisa and Caitlin and what's your other daughter's name?
Luna.
What do y'all like to do family time wise?
Probably the same as much as this show. Just roast on me.
I love it. It sounds like a fun time all the time.
In my spare time, I like to do leather work.
Okay.
And now that I've moved to Texas, I'm about an hour away from my buddy Aaron and Doc, and I can go to the shop and we can just make stuff. And he's got a warehouse. He sells all kinds of stuff online at Maker's Leather Supply, and I go there and I just use his toys and.
Sweet.
Yeah,
is that Chris Howe's buddy too? The one that made the air fresheners that Anson had?
No, that's another company.
Okay.
I don't know. I forget the name. I forget the name of that company right offhand. I have read it before, but
Greg, he's
been
at 105. He's down in Texas. He's down there in Texas.
Tight.
We gotta get Steve some glasses. He's killing me trying to read the screen.
Actually, I can see up close. It's really small. Wait.
There you go.
Hey, look at that. Oh, God.
He can be taught.
I'm usually the guy with the user Facebook, the Facebook user, and you're like, and Brandon's like, you got to plug it in. You got to get it.
Well, we get so many of them, we don't know who's talking. We're like, that's a cool comment. I wish I knew who it was. We have not had a Facebook.
Well, if you like it,
it's funny,
it's me. And if you don't, then it's not.
It's just Facebook.
Then it's Tad Jablonski every time.
I don't like it like that. It's weird.
It's weird. Yeah, it showed too much of your face.
I don't like change. I don't like change.
Well, you got a nice frohawk right there. I like it. Yeah.
Frohawk.
Yeah, front mohawk.
Looks like he's trying to be like John Yeager.
Everybody wants to be like Yeager.
Yeah.
I remember it's probably been about 5-6 years ago. We went. It was back when still had the baseball team here, and we were sitting down there. This couple walked up, and dude was probably in his 50s too. He was completely shaved besides that little patch right there in the front.
Like an Oompa Loompa?
I mean, it was a frohawk. I mean, definition of a frohawk, that front mohawk.
Yeah. I cut my own hair.
Shaved.
I keep that with me. This is like the 1988 bowl cut baseball hair. I just once you hit 50, you just stop caring.
Look,
that was like
I quit
30 for me.
You know,
Huh?
I quit caring about my hair in high school.
That was a COVID
Oh,
invention.
cutting my own hair was a COVID invention.
You're like, I think I can do it. What did that first haircut look like?
I can't breathe. I think I'll cut my hair.
Lisa, if you got any pictures of his first COVID haircut, you got to post them. I want to see. Like, you got the lightning bolt. That wasn't on purpose. Sneeze.
That was just my twitch.
All three of my kids, when they were younger, have cut their own hair for some reason. And my youngest, who is 11 now, did it last year at 10.
Really?
Yeah, decided, I wanted bangs.
We're not going to take it.
My son did the actual electric razor. Went through his, and my oldest did the same thing, just cut her hair, thinking, oh, she come in there, she was little. Look what I did. Had just gobs of hair in her head. Like, oh gosh. I go, what? Bruce, I got a government reforestation project that was underfunded. Oh Lord. You need manscaping or something, Bruce? Oh man.
When are we gonna get Bruce on the show?
Next week.
All right. Hey Bruce,
all right, Bruce, next week. You're on next week.
He's gonna be like, wait, what?
Our people will get in touch with your people tomorrow. I'm not on vacation now, so I can do it.
Well, I'm working on something here.
So y'all have to see my battle scar.
What happened? Oh yeah,
that's the bottom of a pool on 4th of July.
Yeah, I seen your picture or whatever. He's trying to dive.
So me and Abby had gone back down to the pool, my youngest, after they just came up, and
wife, your wife will be asked.
You'll have her dinner ready next time.
So yeah,
sandwiches, please.
So Abby's like trying to swim, as far as she can underwater, and I'm like, here comes, watch me, I'll do it, which I can, but I may have had too many.
I figured that was the case.
I made it, but I went from the shallow to the deep end, and of course I can't see underwater because I have contacts in and I have goggles, and I stopped at the end where the bottom curves up.
Oh, I've hit that
with
before.
My forehead.
Worst.
I come up and I'm like, and I'm moving, it's bleeding, and Abby's like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm good. Come on, let's go upstairs.
Blood in the water.
Steven, do you see what your name is now?
Facebook user. I didn't do anything.
We're
gonna have a Ginger Bros rehab show for all the users that we've had over the years.
Right.
Facebook users we've had over the years.
So, Steven, where are you going to next after Oklahoma City?
I'm going to go hit St. Louis. I got a few stops. A few people called me from there. I'm going to hit St. Louis and anywhere along the way up and down 44.
Nice.
And then I got to talk to the boss man and see what he says. And yeah.
Go.
Yeah, wherever they want me. And
well, I'm sure Chris and Biggs have appreciated you coming on, especially this year of all years. Like, this is the year that you need 3 van drivers for sure.
It really worked out very well. It really did work out well, and those guys couldn't be more welcoming and helpful. And for me, I would think, oh, there might be tension, a new guy, and they're like, no, come on, you're not going to bother me. Come on.
Yeah, Biggs said absolutely.
Yeah,
I have a feeling that this ain't going to be the last big year in the next couple of years. I think it's going to last a few years. I mean, you got to look at us. You got to look at Florida, who rarely get hit. I mean, we've had a hailstorm last 3 years.
Yeah.
It pretty much hit everywhere but your shop.
It's all around.
Yeah, it hit. The one I'm working on, the past 2 years has just been right down the road from me. One Hurley, Mississippi this year, which is 25 miles from me. That's why I get a lot of that. The one last year that Andy come down for 2 weeks, helped me on, was 10 miles, if that, 5 miles from me in my area. But it wasn't anything huge. Now, 2 years ago, the Orange Beach hailstorm, the one that hit the beach, that was.
I'm glad you didn't call me for that. I'd be like, I love you, buddy, but nah, I'm out.
It was. I still get jobs from that.
So our hailstorm hit, like, I'm pretty sure I got hail on the roof of my shop. Like, it hit all this area right here. Hit the Walmart. So got a lot of people cashing out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And they're in there with the EBT, and they're coming out and cashing out.
I'm rich, bitch.
Well, that is if they had that's if they had insurance on it.
Yeah, yeah. We got a couple in here with some certain insurances. I won't mention any names, but it's like, oh, this is automatic. Like, I know where this money's heading. It's not in my pocket. Like, enjoy your money. See you later. I've had a couple surprise me. I really thought would cash out, and they ended up getting them fixed. I'm like, really?
I'll be right back.
What are you doing?
I got to get something out of this drawer right here.
Uh-oh.
Show.
Uh-oh.
Band-Aid.
He's going to show where he got the splinters from. Pinocchio comes out of the drawer.
It's like a miniature Andy. So when you're not around, like, what are you doing? Super handsome.
He don't have a clue what we're saying either. This is awesome.
No, and then I said Brandon is the best.
I know you're lying now.
He said you got a miniature Andy in there so you can practice like when we're not doing stuff.
Oh my God, that would be good. So if you're going to Vegas, we got me and Kevin Bird have some new sticker design for you, and we're going to have stickers and koozies there, and then MTE in Orlando will have the new stickers, koozies, and shirts, and we'll do like a limited run of the shirts before we go. But anyway,
and KB.
Here's the new
DBAP
logo.
Have you heard of DBAP, Steven? You know what DBAP is?
Don't be a painter.
Yep.
But I do have a lot of other stickers because everybody loved the T-shirt design. So you got.
There you go. Steve,
I
push
love
pro.
that.
And these, I've got to get these bigger. I accidentally did them small, but I do have the stickers, and I'll have a bunch of them for MTE in Orlando. And then anybody wants them beforehand, once I get them all printed up.
Look, we got Matt. Matt's like, I need one. I need one.
Yeah. Hey, send some to Anson in care of Stevie D.
I'll probably send y'all some or send you some or whatever. Just
might as well have them
put on the vans if you want.
Big said
Wouldn't that be awesome, Dick?
Puppets. We need puppets.
Amazing.
There's our tag team next year.
Yep. We'll be puppets.
We'll have little hammers on them.
By all, Jackson.
Can you see Brandon sitting in his hotel room? He's like, Andy's like over here. He's like, you're so handsome, Andy. Oh,
God.
Get your hand out of my ass. This show is everything I thought it would be. Yeah. I knew it was going to be.
That's a pretty good okay. All right. I'm sure Fiverr's got somebody that can make puppets.
Fiverr.
When I trim this
off,
be
careful what you search for.
I need a puppet with a hole in his ass. Stick my arm up.
They sell those down at Priscilla's.
They sell them at the QT next to the
the murder shack. They sell them at Priscilla's. What's his name? I'm looking for an Andy. You got a ginger?
You got a ginger?
Oh, I love it. This is awesome. My face hurts. I needed this, guys. I was tired and exhausted today. At the end of the day, been getting my ass kicked. And I was like, I don't even want to do the show, and then we get on the show, and I'm having a great time. So thank you, gentlemen.
Oh, well, I was sitting there thinking, I don't know, man. I don't know why the hell does anybody want to talk to me? But
what do I do with my hands?
Yeah, he told me when I asked him if he wanted to be on, he's like, I got a face for radio, man.
Killing me too.
Yeah, this is awesome. We talked, here recently, but we never really talked in person or nothing like that. So I guess I was excited to get you on, get to know you more, and get the word out there that you're driving a van now too. So
yeah, it's a natural segue for my career, and it's a nice place that Anson's only going to grow, so I can finish the rest of my career there. And I couldn't ask for better people or be more blessed to be able to take care of my mother-in-law, and it's awesome.
Absolutely, I love it.
And I mean, not to mention, I don't want to speak for them, but boy, are they lucky to have all of this, drink water.
I'll show the TikTok again.
Yeah.
They certainly got the participation trophy.
All right, so you got the beard and the fro hawk. You just need to grow the mullet in the back. By MTE February.
What's the fro hawk? What am I doing wrong?
Now you need a mullet.
No, so a mohawk, goes down the middle.
Well, this is supposed to be like this, but I've been out there sweating my balls off.
So a fro hawk is a front mohawk. It's just what sticks out in front. You've never heard of a fro hawk?
Big beat.
I thought it was a faux hawk. I thought that was
fro hawk front mohawk.
Brandon, you need to create character stickers for all the van drivers. Like they could all have their own stickers on the van.
That would be awesome.
I can do that and send the design to.
You was serviced by Biggs. You were serviced by.
You were serviced by Biggs. You know how many truck stops that's at?
Oh, God.
That was a lung. That was awesome.
Yeah, that would be.
You've been serviced by
Biggs. He said, "Wait, what?" That would be cool. Like, I think they all need their own stickers with their own characters and shit.
I'll work at it.
Yeah,
I'll work
sweet. At it. Look at this. We're doing things on this show. We don't play around.
Big's van's going to be like a walker with wheels on it.
I did tell Christina I want a Black Craig. Those.
So you want a Black Craig?
Chris,
I want one of those flat Craigs. I want to have.
I think said Black Craig. I was like
Black Craig. Like Tropic Thunder. That doesn't fly anymore, man. Is it the dude playing the dude trying to be another dude?
Oh God, I love that movie.
Yeah, I do too.
No, a flat Craig. I could have him in my office. I could ride in the carpool lane. I could do anything in the van with Craig.
So we got a parts guy that comes by, and he's got one of the big teddy bears he keeps in his passenger seat. So he rides in the carpool lane because he's got teddy bear sitting there.
He's doing weird stuff with that teddy bear like Brandon's doing with the puppet. Oh, Biggs is flipping us off.
That's our thing.
Yeah, that's the California howdy with Biggs and Brandon.
Chris will have his will look like a Coors Light can.
Yeah.
Him riding it. I don't know what yours is going to be. I guess short bus, but.
Dude, him hanging out of a short bus just like teasing.
Oh, man. I've got to work on that now. Oh.
Maybe like Chris Farley and Billy Madison or whatever. And then when he's driving the bus driver. This is gonna be epic. I'm glad this happened.
Rule.
Tell him the finger story. Hey, that's for after hours.
He's gotta heard the finger story.
The finger story.
When I flipped off Biggs.
So Brandon does after he plays with my puppet.
Now I'm worried about
your fro hawk. Leave it, and then grow it. Like I said,
No, actually, I've been thinking about trimming this off. I've been thinking about getting rid of it, going back to the normal.
No, just
I would
get your wife to do the straight iron and straighten it.
This is as straight as it gets with my hot brush.
Oh God,
my hot brush.
With your hot comb.
I do that. Well, I do that from upstairs and downstairs.
Like a hot comb on nappy ass hair.
Use some Soul Glow there.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, hey, we've gone past an hour now, so.
See, didn't it fly by?
It did fly by.
It
Okay.
did.
I
It was
don't
good.
even
It was
know what we're
fun.
talking about.
Fun show, man.
Had to go back and listen and be like, what happened again?
Oh my God. I can't relive it. I'll be like, oh, why did you say that statement?
No.
Well,
Go back and listen to some of our other shows, and you'll be like, okay, I fit right in.
This is why we do it, so people get to know you on a more personal, what's how you really are, So that's why we do it.
And
so.
you showed that side for sure.
Oh, I'm amped.
And I got caught up before the show, putting all the last 4 or 5 on Apple Podcasts.
Nice.
So as soon as we get done with this, I'm going to put this one up there, so I'm caught up.
We just come in hot. It's like, they ain't done a show in a while. Oh, shit, there's 20 of them.
Oh, man. Well, man, really appreciate you coming on and, laughing with us.
You.
And laughing
Absolutely.
at us. And,
Absolutely.
Like I said, I needed this. I had a rough day, so this is what I needed.
Well, with Brandon's fist up your ass, I'd have a rough day too.
I've got to get a puppet now. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
For MTE, there's
I
got
would
to be.
imagine puppet work is more like plumbing than you think. Don't bite your fingernails,
What's them little puppets, the dolls, the voodoo dolls? That's what Brandon's got. He's like, hey,
We're gonna make we're gonna have finger puppets. So there's Andy and Brandon. Here we go. I'm gonna have Biggs on this one right here.
Wow, this show has been
Oh
something.
man. Anyway,
all right, boys.
Again, thank you for coming on, and I'll back you out in the back room here in just a second. We'll say our goodbyes when we in the broadcast.
Love you.
Love you too, brother.
Appreciate everybody watching, and next week we'll let you know who we have on. We're trying to get somebody on here, but anyway.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yep. Appreciate y'all watching, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody.